What's up, guy? I do this like every time I start with recording a video. I think because like my kind of like body language and mannerisms on camera aren't like quite so developed yet. So I do like this and stuff like that as like sort of just like a nervousness tactic. I feel. But anyways, it's like so cold in my house that I'm wearing a robe on top of like this fucking skeleton onesie on top of like a shirt under it. Because I mean, I could turn my heater on, but still like 3 hours until I'm gonna head into my bed and stuff, and I don't want to turn the heater on before I'm gonna do that because I like it to be cold when I'm trying to sleep. But anyways, today's video topic is that you I'll start with a little story. Not so much of a story, but just a little thought that I had before I started doing this video thing, which was that as soon as I started speaking on camera and I started uploading these videos, by some like means, not even because I'm putting in effort or anything, just thinking that I'm special, I would think that these videos I would have this fantasy in my mind that these videos would somehow like take off and inspire like a bunch of people, even though it's completely irrational. Because I've realized that you'll see the reason why this format is something that was kind of inspiring to me to see other people succeed in is that it's just so simple. You have a mic and a camera, and you say some motivational stuff that comes out of your head, and then people watch it, and they're like, "Oh wow, this is really important." So they watch it, it gets a lot of watch time by word of mouth. They tell it to other people, they subscribe, and they just get a lot of value from your videos, so they continue watching. And of course, it's not all just about the watch time and views and everything, but you know, sometimes you want success and stuff like that. Of course, it's not the only thing I care about, but like, it'll be weird if I didn't care about it. Okay, but what I've come to realize is the people who are um, very successful in this specific, very simple format, they're not like that just because they got their microphone and camera and started recording one day just because they felt like it. No, they're like that because maybe they did start recording because they felt like it, but maybe that was like 5 years ago. And now they've built up they've honed in their speaking skill, they've honed in their ideas, they've procured an audience, and they're just good at what they do. They're good at speaking in such a way that people get value from their messages and they want to continue doing what they're doing. And and obviously just me just starting out, some fucking 16-year-old kid doing this, like who cares? I mean, of course, some people care. They like the authenticity of these videos and everything. Among some other things, some people just support me early on. Um, but I'm just saying that it makes perfect sense why this channel hasn't taken off a crap ton. And I mean, some of the videos that um, do potentially have good messages, do potentially have good messages, them. Holy, oh my, you know what I mean. Some of the videos it makes a little bit of sense why they take off, but the amount that they took off also makes sense. Like Just Show Up, that was a video where I'm like, it was pretty much a joke video where I was so lazy that I was like, all right guys, all you gotta do is you gotta show up, and then it's ended the video there. Like it was supposed to be kind of ironic or whatever, but my point is that video got 1,000 views, and that makes sense because it was like a maybe somewhat valuable message, valuable more to some than others because I said something but I didn't really provide context on it, but the video itself was the context. So it was somewhat clever, but it makes sense why it got 1,000 views instead of 300,000 views. And also, of course, I'm just some 16-year-old kid who is still figuring a lot of things out. That's why I don't plan on talking about things that I've just like heard from other YouTubers and stuff, because I don't just want to regurgitate messages from other people. And of course, I'm a smart person. I'm very objective and introspective, and I think about these things. I think, oh, I'm very naive and young right now, and that's true. But that it still holds true that these things that I have not yet experienced, if I try and talk about them, it's literally just not going to work. It would be better coming from somebody who's 25, 30 years old and has experienced everything like that. um, but main point, main like actionable goal, whatever, of this video is, if you want to begin doing something, or rather you want to succeed in doing something, just know that in the beginning you will inevitably suck at it. And maybe there's some outliers. Maybe you'll do really good in the beginning, but also then if you do super good in the beginning, say if I have a video that blows up, it gets 500,000 views, then maybe I wouldn't know what to do for the next video, and I would be like really anxious. I would be like, oh god, I don't know how to do this, and then I would flop. But main point I'm trying to hammer in the beginning, you're always gonna suck, and you just gotta keep going until you get to the level where you don't suck. And so many people know this.